my name is Blaze Farisi, and I came up with this product called the Trim Master. And what it does is it helps carpenters to put trim on doors and windows really good and easy. Now, there's a lot of ways to do it. The old way was having a combination square. You would set the reveal that you want. Today, excuse me, it's usually 1/4 inch is 90% of what we use today is 1/4 inch reveal, and we can do it like this. But in my experience, it takes too long. So that's why I came up with this. Some guys make it out of wood, which you can, but it's dangerous because you got to make it really small like this to get the 1/8 and 1/4 inch reveal. And I'll tell you why 1/8 is valuable in a second. So what I do is I do it like this. If we're going to use a plinth block, which is sometimes people use this to put it at the bottom. So if we're going to use this, then we would use the 1/8 gauge here, and we would mark it like so. Right? So now we're going to trim this out with the 1/4 inch reveal. So what I would do first is I come up here, I mark it like that. I'll put one here, just a tick mark. I'll do the same in the corners. I'll go like that. And when the door's like this, it's kind of a little hard, but it can be done. And I'll mark it like this. And then I also put tick marks coming down. Just a little mark there, one there, and one there. And I'll do that on the other side also. So the next thing I do is I will grab the casing that we're going to use. And on this particular door, we're in our shop. We just moved here, and we're going to trim it out with square stock. So I would go to the store and pre-cut it a little long, because most of the time the stock comes in 16-foot lengths, and just cut it like 2 inches past your mark up top. So what I would do next is I would get my stool, because I'm a little short. I would take my 3 pieces. I got the 2 legs here, so I would put it here. And I made that tick mark, and I just mark it right on the casing. Doesn't matter what kind of casing you use, it's the same thing. So there I got my mark. So that eliminates, you know, taking your tape out, going like this, saying 81 3/8. So it eliminates all that. So I would come over here. I would do the same thing. Made the mark there. And there it is. I line it right up, and it's perfect. No need to pull tape. So I marked the right and left, and now the headpiece. So I would take my headpiece and I would do the same thing. But in this particular case, we're not gonna 45. But if it was a 45, I would mark it here just like I have, because I have my tick mark there. I would mark it there, and I have my mark here. I would mark it. But this one we're going to do a little different. It's going to be a square cut. But if it was a 45s, I got my mark there and there. Once again, we don't have to pull tape. So now we'll grab all our pieces, the 3 pieces, and we'll just go to the saw and we'll cut them. So after we mark them all, we come over obviously to the saw. And like I said, if this was a 45, we would just line it up here and make our cuts, right? But being that this is a square cut, we do the same thing. I got my tick mark here. I come here. Right on the mark. So that's the left side. Come over here, grab the other side. Got our tick mark there. Bring it over. Here's the other side. Now with the headpiece, we have our marks, our bolt marks there. If I can find them. Here we go. So if, like I said, if this was a 45, we would cut that, bring it over, and normally I would cut it a hair longer in case I had to make an adjustment. But being that this is square, we're going to have to wait, and I'll show you why we have to wait. So we'll go back over to the door and we'll nail these up. So we cut everything, so now we're going to come back to the door and nail everything up. And I'm going to start on the bottom with the plinth block. So we had our mark here to 1/8, so we just line it right up and just shoot it home. So we'll do the other side. And I grab my piece here and then line it right up with my tick mark there. Nail it there. There's the other one. Come over a little bit. And down a little bit to the other one. And that helps keeps everything straight, makes the jam straight also, and it's nice. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So now that we nailed our left and rights on the door, we would come over and we would measure this, right? And it's 45 5/8, which I already measured it and cut it. And then we're using this piece also because this is called, what's it called again?
Coastal Craftsman.
Coastal Craftsman flat stock style. So, and you can also take your gauge here and just mark it because we're going to hang it over a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch there. Or you can just pull your tape out and do it that way also. So I marked that. So we'll put this on here. There's our mark, so we're good. Nail it there. I'll nail it here. We'll take our headpiece. And it lines up with right here. And there's our look. And I'll nail this into here. And that's it. That's how it's done with the Trim Master. If you want a perfect job, go to my website and order some. So I appreciate you guys watching me. Like this product is called Trim Master, and you can find it at FarisiTools.com. And it's made out of aluminum, made here in America. And they're indestructible, so they'll last. If you don't lose them, they'll last a lifetime. And as you can see, the reveals are nice and straight. And it's good today if you're a lead carpenter on the job and you got new guys coming in that you need to train. I know I've talked to guys, I could do that by eye. Well, you can't trim a whole house by eye. See, that's me yelling at them, you know. No! But we don't want to yell at them, we want to teach them, so this is a perfect tool. And if you're a weekend warrior, if you want to do work for yourself, they're not expensive, so you want the job to come out nice. Everybody sees trim work throughout the house, so it's got to be nice. So the Trim Master, I recommend it, highly recommend it. So appreciate you watching.